Welcome to the De Soto National Monument video. This video explores the history and impact of the De Soto expedition. De Soto National Memorial is managed by the National Park Service. It preserves and interprets the site associated with the landing of Hernando de Soto in 1539. Hernando de Soto sought his fortune and was involved in expeditions in Panama and Peru. He returned to Spain and gained permission for his own expedition to conquer La Florida. We are uncertain where exactly De Soto's ships landed in 1539. Descriptions suggest it was likely in Tampa Bay, where indigenous people watched the ships arrive. The 1539 landing, or landfall, was a massive undertaking. Ships crossed sandbars, and hundreds of men and horses disembarked to establish a first long-term camp near an indigenous village. As the expedition prepared to depart, De Soto found Juan Ortiz, a Spaniard from an earlier expedition, who had been enslaved. Ortiz served as a crucial translator for De Soto. From August to December 1539, the expedition struggled against the indigenous peoples they encountered. Their hostile reputation preceded them, and they faced resistance and close fighting tactics. The winter of 1539 was brutal. The expedition pushed on and captured the principal Apalachee town, Anhaica. Many of the expedition's hundreds of captives died of exposure during this Little Ice Age period. In the spring of 1540, the expedition arrived in Cofitacheca. They were greeted by a priestess who offered food. However, De Soto grew impatient and eventually seized the priestess as a hostage. The Battle of Mabila occurred in the fall of 1540. De Soto demanded provisions from the Arahachi people, whose leader, Tascaloosa, secretly organized an ambush at the town of Mabila. The Spanish force suffered heavy losses. By winter of 1541, De Soto's forces reached the territory of the Chickasaw. By spring, the Chickasaw plotted an ambush, driving the Spaniards out of the village of Chickaza in a scene of chaos and violence. In May 1541, De Soto reached the Mississippi River. Supplies were low, and they needed to decide whether to turn back or push on for treasure. They chose to push on, building rafts to cross the wide river. By spring 1542, the expedition found no sign of treasure. De Soto's health was declining, possibly from an infected wound or pneumonia. He died on May 21st, and his body was secretly lowered into the river. After De Soto's death, the expedition's goal shifted to escape. Commander Luis de Moscoso decided to march overland to Mexico. After a long, fruitless march of 400 miles, they returned to the Mississippi. In September 1542, they began their escape down the Mississippi River. They built shallow draft boats and faced attacks from powerful indigenous river towns. In September 1543, 311 survivors landed on the Mexican shore. The Holy Eucharist Monument and Memorial Cross, also known as the Hernando de Soto Catholic Memorial, is owned by the Catholic Diocese of St. Petersburg, Florida. The stone carving shown here is part of the monument's base. It was carved in Spain and shipped to Florida. The monument is dedicated to all the priests and friars who accompanied the 1539 De Soto expedition, representing the faith element of the journey.